welcome back to Asknikkip. Before we jump right in, as usual, my channels are sponsored by Netflix. If you use the link, netflix.com/Nikki, you get a free 30-day trial of Netflix, which I think is awesome because it gives you long enough to tell if you're really gonna love it and be obsessed with it, like I am. So that link will be down below. They're a sponsor of our channel. You help us out, you try a cool service, and I mean, I love it. So I'm gonna jump in. Hey Nikki, so there's a guy that I like, but I am not sure if he likes me back. He is the type of guy to befriend anyone he talks to, which I find really sweet. The only problem is that I cannot tell if he is especially nice to me or if I'm just another friend. Any advice on how to be able to notice the flirting rather than the niceness? Thanks. All right, so I would say the answer to that is, where is he spending your time? That's kind of my immediate thought, or his time. If he's just nice to you, I don't know if that really means anything. I mean, like, I'm kind of a girl version of that, I feel like. Not to, like, pat myself in the back, because I feel like it probably annoys people sometimes, but I feel like I've had a lot of issues in my life, both with boys, people of the opposite sex, and with girls who are friends. Because I just genuinely find people interesting, sometimes people think, like, I want a relationship with them. Like, guys think I want to be with them, or girls think that we're going to be best friends, and just because I like people and I like getting to know people. So when someone is like that, I feel like the best indicator is he making time for you? If he is setting aside time to go and hang out with you, if he is setting aside time to call or text you, that I would say is an indicator that maybe there's something there. Now, whether he wants to be a friend or he wants more, that's a little harder to tell, but I would say starting by developing a relationship and seeing, like, dude, is he spending time with me? Like, he's asking me to hang out with him. Typically, I don't think guys really do that. I mean, to be totally blunt, I find that they usually don't do that unless they like you or they're gay. That's obviously not a blanket everyone in the world statement, but I feel like that's pretty typical. That's a pretty easy way to tell. So that would be what I'd say. Build a relationship. If he's wanting to hang out with you, it's probably a good sign, and just get to know him. You don't have to jump super quick to, like, does he want to be with me? Is he flirting with me? This or that. Just get to know him. I mean, you may get to know him and you may not even like him. Like, just because someone, I've met people like this in my life because I've worked in entertainment that have been really nice, likable people. But the more I get to know them, the more you're like, oh, yeah, I wouldn't want to have a relationship with you. But, like, you're fun and you're so nice and so sweet. But we see things, like, really different. And ultimately, if you were to ever get in a relationship with him or any person, that's what matters anyways, is not just, like, the floofy surface, like, stuff, but who they are as a person and their character, and do your morals line up and all of that, because that's the stuff that I think is important. So I'm going to open up the, the Twitter question. And also, as usual, everything I just said, and I'm not like an expert or a therapist or psychologist, so any opinions that you have or thoughts or experiences with this kind of situation, leave them in the comment section down below, because I like thoughts and conversation, and you are allowed to have a different opinion than me. So this says, if you could go back in time, ooh, I was just having this conversation with my dad the other night, and see a part of history happen, what event or time would you choose? Okay, I really thought about this, so I have a couple answers. The first one at the top of my list would be when Jesus was alive, because I would like to see, but I'd like to be a fly on the wall and watch him, like, through his life. So that's the first one. I would love to see that. And then as far as people other than Jesus, I would say, what would I say? Dude, I don't know. There are so many things in history I would love to see. I would love to see the look on people's faces when an airplane flew for the first time. I would love to see, geez, what else would I like to see? The first time, like, film was captured, like, people saw, like, film or photography, like, what that must have been like. It's a really weird concept if you think about it. I'm sitting here in my room, and you're seeing this later, but it's like we're hanging out and, like, we're talking, and I'm on this camera cut out. I said I'm on this little screen right here. It's just weird. Dude, I don't even know, man. I would love to be in so many, like, political, like, meetings throughout history, and seeing when like America was founded. I would love to go and meet Abraham Lincoln. There's just so much I would love to do. I love history, side note. If you didn't know that about me, favorite subject, hands down. And the reason why I love history is because I think that the only indicator, I just heard this quote from someone too and I 100% agree with it. The only indicator, if that's the right word, that we have of the future, the only thing that we have to like measure to see the future is to look at the past. And the past, when you look at it as not dates, like I feel like sometimes certain teachers in school can teach history as just like, oh, it's a date. It's a number you have to memorize. But you look at it as like a story and like a way to see into the future, because history does tend to repeat itself. It's super interesting to learn about people and their lives and what they did and how wars unfolded and how things were solved. And it's just so interesting. So yeah, that's the end of my thought. I will see you all very soon. I hope you have a really good rest of the day, and send your messages to asknikkip@gmail.com or use the hashtag asknikkip. I love you all, and I will see you later, alligators. Bye.